Jameis, how tough was it to have to look back at that tape from last week?
Well, it's tough anytime you lose. It's just tough when you lose.
Could you talk about the process that you and Dirk are going through in terms of cutting down the turnovers? I mean, how is he coaching you? What is the kind of the process in terms of film study? I know the decisions are quick and
It's just decision making, and that's one thing we pride here, is making good decisions and winning the turnover ratio. Obviously last game wasn't what we expected, but I just gotta get better every week.
Has there been a common factor with the interceptions? I know Dirk talked about one was tipped, one was just a great play, and then the other two were probably poor decisions. But when you look back in the first quarter, has there been one thing that's maybe giving you an issue that you need to work around?
No, I don't sit back and analyze, look for excuses I can make about turnovers. My job is just to protect the football, and I just got to do a better job of protecting.
But you learn from them, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. You got to learn from them.
Jameis, what is the challenge like to respond mentally after 4 interceptions? How do you go about turning the page and looking at the
It's a good thing, because you can only go up, So definitely I try to motivate myself, to get back in the game and go play, because that's what I'm here to do, here to play and try to get us a win.
this week, Jacksonville, they got a great run defense. Dirk was just talking about, you got to put the ball in the air. They're going to outnumber you in the run game. So how do you look at attacking this defense and doing it in a smart way or in the turnover?
It's a great challenge. It's a challenge for me. It's a challenge for this team. But we accept that challenge, and we obviously my job is definitely going to be harping on just take care of the football. We got some great players around me on this team that can make plays. So I just got to protect the football.
It looks like defenses are trying to read your eyes and read your intentions. Have you picked up on that, and what do you do to try to avoid that trap of getting locked in on somebody?
Well, eye control is one thing that I always focus on. So I know eye control is no reason for the interceptions. I just have to take care of the ball.
James, it's simple for everybody to sit back and say, just make better decisions. It's easy for you to sit there and I got to make better decisions. How do you go about, it's kind of like what JP asked you, how do you go about the process of making better decisions? What's that process like when you say, all right, when I see this defense, I see this guy, hanging out there in the flat or whatever, I got to make sure that I don't throw it so he gets it.
I mean, it really is that simple. You just got to take the simple play. Give it to your back, let him make a big play. Can't really put everything on yourself. Some people, sometimes they make good plays. Thomas Davis made a great play on that interception. Sometimes, there's so many ways that you can sum up of an interception, but at the end of the day, you just gotta try to limit their opportunities to make that play and try to protect it a little bit more.
Taking that underneath throw or whatever, the check down, is that something you think you need to do a better job at?
Yeah, definitely.
Jameis, are you still trying to learn what throws you can and can't make? I mean, that first interception, that pick six, in college, that's probably a completed ball. In the NFL, it's not. Is there still that line where you're trying to figure out what you can do in this league versus what you're able to do in college?
Yeah, I mean, it's just with film preparation. You see what type of guys you can make that throw on and what type of guys you can't. So obviously I'm still, trying to get better. This is my first year, so I got to take stuff and look at it and learn from them.
James, looked like you had some pretty good dance moves yesterday. What was it like to interact with the kids and be a part of that?
Man, it was amazing, to be with the kids and just, make them smile. They made me smile. They made me feel real good about myself. And it's just any chance that we, especially the rookies, get a chance to do that and just touch a kid, man, it's amazing. It touches my heart because I have an 8-year-old brother. He means a lot to me. Just looking in those kids' faces and making them smile and just making their day, maybe even their life, is very important.
There's one thing you thrived in, and Dirk says they have to find a way to incorporate this, is going more no-huddle. You've been very successful at the end of 2-minute drives and things like that. I know you like that. Do you think that and it may be hard to game plan, but it just brings sort of more of a tempo to your offense? Is that why you think you have success?
I like the up-tempo, but my job is to do it. We have one of the best offensive coordinators in the whole league. I just have to do what he coaches me to do. I have to take care of the ball. He's put me in great situations. I just got to make the right decision more consistently. In no-huddle, it's easier, to make the right decision because it's quicker. You got to make a quick decision, got to get the ball out of your hand. Same with our whole offense. You got to make quick decisions to get the ball out of your hand. So no matter if it's no-huddle or if it's huddle, at the end of the day, day, the ball has to be in our hands and not the other team.
You said something interesting a minute ago, how you can't put it all on your shoulders. Like, I think there's a natural tendency. You've been the guy everywhere you've been. You're the reason people win and make plays, and you got the football on every snap. So I mean, is that just learning about you and at this level?
Yeah, just learn about myself. I'm adjusting to this game.
Yeah.
Trying to get better is something every week. You see, last week, third downs. We were way better on third downs. Last week we talked about how we struggled on third downs. We came back, red zone touchdowns. We had 2 red zone touchdowns, so that was important. So every week I'm trying to work on something, improve on something, and for the rest of the season and from now on, I have to work on not turning the ball over. That's an easy thing to do, because if I don't, it's gonna be bad.
Dirk talked about putting you in a position to have success. That relationship obviously is critical between you two. How close is he to knowing what you do best, and is that still something that's a progress in?
Well, he's been doing this for so long. I know he knows what's best for me. I just have to help him out. It's not a one-sided relationship. It has to be a two-sided relationship, and I have to. Not only is he making me look good, because every play he calls, he's setting up to make our team look good. He just trusts me with his offense, and I have to execute for him, and not only him, for the whole team.
Jameis, is the adjustment going about the way you thought it would, or is it a little more difficult making the adjustment to the NFL than you thought?
It's week by week. It's the first quarter of the season, and I got to get better. It's not like it's a mystery. I just have to play better. I have to perform better. But the thing is, it's good, because it's a learning curve. It's learning for me, and it gives me a chance to bounce back.
What grade do you give yourself for the first quarter?
I don't give myself no grade. My objective is just to get better every week.
Fundamentally, just it was a wet field, I know that, but some throws, whether he long stride, or did you feel like you always had your feet in the right part, or is that still part of the getting everything in sync with?
Well, the thing about playing football, sometimes you gotta make that awkward throw.
Yeah.
But the main thing, like you said, fundamentally, every play you try to be as technically sound as you possibly could be.
Yeah.
So I felt like, especially with my footwork, I'm getting better on my footwork every week, my drops and pocket movement. So I'm improving on that. But the main focus this week and for the rest of the season is just taking care of the football.
Yeah.
Jameis, Dirk comes in here before you every week and doesn't make a lot of excuses for you. Is he maybe a little more feisty than people think? Does he challenge you? I know that you had that relationship with Coach Fisher, and you guys kind of made each other better with that going back and forth mentality. Is there a little bit of that with Dirk? Do you see that with him?
The mentality Coach Carter has is the mentality that everyone needs to have. Just do your job. It's not time to make excuses. You can say if and but about it, but at the end of the day, you got to go out there and perform and execute.
Anything else?
We're good. Thanks.